It's over, boy.
Johnny Giuliano,
Life's a bitch. Watch reviews. Rather do that than watch the news. Tony the review guy, aka the shit. Optimistic, not a critic. What should he review? You say it's your pick. World Wide Web ain't got shit on this.
Oh, God, I had the worst nightmare. Oh, God. Oh. I had this dream. There was this review crew. There was this troll issue. I kept saying that I would do stuff and then never doing it. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Wonder what's on the agenda for today. Huh? What? Ah, fan mail. No, wait. A request. Let's see what I'm reviewing today. I am reviewing none other than Jeepers Creepers. So without further ado, let's get into Jeepers Creepers. Alrighty, here we go. We first start off with the MGM logo, which then leads into the plain text Jeepers Creepers logo. Okay, here we meet our two main characters, who are your generic horror film characters. They're just brother and sister who are traveling home from some trip that's not really mentioned all that much. And then we discover what a douchebag the brother, Daryl I believe his name is, as we watch him speed down the road and he's staring at the license plate and they are playing a license plate game. This still does not excuse the douchebagginess of speeding down the road, guys. So in case you ever go on a trip with someone, do not speed down the road just to get a glimpse of the license plate. We have learned something from this movie and we're already only like 2 minutes into it. Here we come up with some humor, or past as humor I should say. Now we get the first glimpse of the creeper truck, which is freaking awesome. This truck is so cool. This is one of the things that I loved about this movie when I first saw it. It looks like the Duel truck, to be quite honest, if you've ever seen the movie Duel. It's got the same rust kind of look to it, and it's got that, you know, never shows the driver while the truck is driving kind of deal. But the look of the truck is what really makes that dark toned creep to it, giving it the very cool name of the creep truck. So we're now discovering that this guy, the creeper, is kind of a douchebag also, as he's trying to run our two main characters off the road, but he simply passes. We now find ourselves at the church, which is the home to the creeper, which we'll later find out in the movie. Notice the really cool camera work and just the overall... Oh my god, a crow! No, seriously. Crows usually indicate death in horror movies. So where there's a crow, I'm sure we're gonna find a dead body somewhere. So they arrive here after they saw the creeper throwing a dead body down the well. And their first reaction was to go to the place they saw the creeper throwing a dead body in the well. 'Cause that makes sense, right guys? Now they're trying to figure out how to get down the well. 'Cause this usually works out well, as she says here. Which is another self-aware kind of moment in the movie. Not heeding his sister's warning, our douchebag brother Daryl decides to go down anyway. This is gonna work out well. There's a lot of dark camera work in this, a lot of shadows. Then again, that could be just the well. And in we go. As we have a jump scare and Daryl falls into the well because she's gonna let go. Oh, yep, called it. There he goes. Ah! Now we have an Aliens kind of camera work going on here, which is actually very cool. This is revealing the creeper's very first glimpse of the creeper's lair for the very first time, I should say. So Daryl's gonna decide to explore all this, which is pretty much one of your big cliched moments in horror. Wonder what the sister's doing during all this. Oh, she's just chilling there. Just chilling there. So she thinks that she sees the creeper truck driving down the road as the car won't start. Another cliche found in most horror films. Car's still not starting and she's still trying. Wait, what's this? What's this? Oh, they're not gonna do it. No, they're not gonna. Oh, it's not the creeper. It's just a regular old truck. So all is well until seriously? No, no, hey, hello? No, how you doing? Well, now our two kids come into a restaurant where they try to get the police. They tell them to call the police, and that was the greatest reaction ever to... Look at that. That is the greatest reaction ever to someone saying we need the police. Like, they're just staring at them. They're not even like, oh, how can we help or anything. They're just like, police? We don't call the police around here. We don't do that. So here we meet, for the first time, we get introduced to the local psychic who has helped a couple of police cases before, and so that gets revealed a little bit later on in the movie. So, yeah. We have this conversation where she's telling them stuff and they're freaking out because she knows everything. Where we cut to her house, and we're not showing her though, we're just showing where she lives. There is a lot of cool camera work in this. The director did a very, very good job with this. And this coming up is like one of the greatest reactions to this ever. Well then. So now they're telling the police about their encounters. As to be expected, the police don't believe them. They think that they're either suspects or that they are just freaking nuts. Whichever one works best. We don't really know. So they're trying to convince the police that what they saw is real, and the police still aren't believing them. This is also another cliche in horror films. Huh. So somebody saw someone looking through their car and just now decided to tell them about it. Well, that's awesome. This is actually a pretty cool shot. I like this scene. So they're off, freaked out and disgusted that the police wouldn't help them. They're actually being escorted by the police. They're being escorted out to somewhere. The police, I believe, are going to take a look at to see if their claim is real or not. This is where we're starting to get a little bit interesting. This is where the movie really picks up. And we have the Jeepers Creepers theme song, which is an old song that they decided to use. It's about a racehorse, actually, but just, I guess, the creepiness of the lyrics worked for this, so they decided to use it. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. That is awesome. Look behind you. Behind you. Nope. Okay, they're not. Don't. No. She's not going to. She's not going to. Don't do it. Don't do it. And she does it. Oh, that's a way to get ahead in life. That's a way to go. Heads up. Oh. Oh well. And we have what is actually looks like a very difficult shot to direct, actually. Using vehicles is probably really difficult. This is the most freaking awesome scene ever. He freaking whistles his own theme song. Alright, after running him down in the road, finally, they just decide to sit there, and then they engage in what I find to be the second best, quote, killing, unquote, of a killer ever. Boom. Runs him over a second time. A third time even. And we're going for a fourth time now. Yeah, I think he's dead. No, really, I think he's dead. So they finally get to a police station where they call home and let their mom know that everything is going okay. They've run into a little bit of trouble, but everything is okay. And here's our psychic lady. Good old psychic lady. Come to tell us about how she saw them in a dream, and she's actually kind of a jump cut to the police station where we have a lot going on now. The creeper is killing everybody. She's trying to explain her part of the story while all these people are getting killed off. I'm not showing it, but there's actually a really cool scene where there's a bunch of cops running in the stairways and the creeper kills them all. It's actually a really cool scene. I just didn't feel like showing it, actually. Here's the pivotal moment where she does actually get killed, but she makes a stand finally. She's telling them she doesn't know who's going to get killed because the creeper's going to take one of them, but she doesn't know who because she doesn't get the answers. She just sees bits and pieces in a dream. So they decide to go into the room anyway instead of running out the back way, because I don't know why they didn't do that, but he actually ends up getting taken. And I just decided to fast forward through all this, but he actually ends up getting taken. She has her final conversation with the psychic, explaining how she's sorry and everything. And then we have our end scene, which is really cool, very dark, It's a shot of the lair again. This movie is awesome. The director did a great job. The acting is actually really outstanding. The camera work is fantastic, as I've said a few times. The Creeper is one of the coolest non-franchise monsters ever. Like, not based on an actual big franchise. He's really, really cool. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, yeah, it looks like a guy in a costume, but I'd rather practical costumes than CG any day. And we have Daryl, who has been killed. You want to see what the Creeper does to people? Boom. Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Oh, I got them from you. What's gonna happen here? This is actually a really cool way to end a movie. Very dark, very twisted humor. Or not even humor, really, just very twisted sense of... Yep, there we go. Boom. So that was Jeepers Creepers. I hope you guys enjoyed that. This film is a great, great film. This is one of those movies where it's just a classic, and it'll remain in horror fans' hearts. And nothing that anybody has ever done or could ever do will ruin this film. Uh-huh. Yes. No, 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 no. I'm the review guy. I review it because no one else would. To be continued.
It's over, boy. Life's a bitch. Watch reviews. Rather do that than watch the news. Tony the review guy, aka the shit. Optimistic.